Hey guys, this is Karen Scott. This is God's child, and we are all God's child. I've been in the park today getting some sun. You see some lovely sun. Trying to get the sun. And, just thinking about everything we all going through, all we've been struggling through. Some, longer before President Trump ran for president. Some during the war, some just now waking up. But it's time for us really to start. We, the people, disrupting silence. We need to start disrupting silence. And I know it's hard for some people because right now it's about cleansing and clarity. And that cleansing and clarity comes with a high price sometimes. Some of us are losing family members because of our beliefs. Some of us are losing friends, jobs, because we stand for something. We stand for humanity. We don't consent to children trafficking, pedophilia, exploitations, using them for satanic purposes. We don't continue to be beat up by the IRS. We don't consent to continue to be given medications by pharmaceutical companies that are not helping us. They're not giving us cures. We don't continue to consent to the bondage that we've been put through. Our names, birth certificates, social security numbers have been used. We don't consent to it. We don't consent to this insanity. We don't consent to this new administration that's here because it's not the best thing for humanity. So this is basically a shout out to all who are disrupting silence and trying their best to just put information out there, facts, do their research. All those who are trying to ascend into a better them so that they can make a better humanity. All those out there, this is a shout out to you. And this is basically why I started doing these little videos, because I'm showing people that I was in a matrix. I had a lot of the knowledge, but I wasn't putting it in action. And then someone shined a light on me and helped me see and started giving me tools and more information that was already in my brain, that now that I'm trying to use the tools are activating. And I see, no, this not right, what we've been going through, what humanity has been going through for several years, long before Donald Trump came in office. But he didn't fold. He's not folding, and he's fighting for something. He's fighting for us no longer to be silenced, us to have the right to know the truth about things, us to have more choice of where our human body and souls, how we live on this planet, what foods we eat, what medicines we take. I have some ownership of our sovereignty. We were born sovereign to a sovereign land. And we the people disrupting silence. Let's disrupt this silence, because it's ugly. They're forcing us to take this V that's killing people. They're forcing people to wear masks on their jobs, which are hurting people. People are getting sick from wearing the mask. People on lockdowns. Spring is here. Get out. Get some air. Refuse to be silenced. Get some of this sun. Sun rays give you so much energy, and I'm learning that. Because I'm using the tools. And by learning that and using the tools, me coming and doing this chat has taken away the ego, and the ego was full of fear, a fear to just show that I stand for something, and I'm learning and growing, as well as trying to tap into someone else to say, look, look at her, she's a regular person like me. Like, this is a joke, but I fall short of toilet tissue too, and maybe I can inspire somebody, to start disrupting the silence that we have been forced to live under for so long. A lot of us have had a lot of information, about secret societies, about atrocities that have been going on in different industries, music industries, Hollywood, the world is rallying for us, because if we fail, the world fails. And if they're rallying for us, they see that they have a chance to survive if we just keep fighting, and we, the people, start disrupting the silence. Especially when you're led by God and you're fighting for the right thing. You're not fighting for the wrong things. You're fighting for the right things in humanity, by God. By God. God is it's not a building, it's not a temple. God is within you. He told us that we are the golden ratios. We have all 5 elements in us. It's all around us. And get some of his sun. Get some of his sun. Get it. And let's start little by little, however you can do it. Disrupting the silence. Let's disrupt it. We have to keep doing it at the masses, because our silence has us now literally fighting for our lives. It's not even about none of the different categories that they try to keep us fighting about. It's about now us joining together, because we're all entities. All of us have birth certificates, Social Security cards that are being used as bonds. So we're all equal at the end of the day. At the end of the day, if they get rid of one group of us, they'll have another group, mining for something. Down in the dungeons, for something. So let's start disrupting the silence. I mean, a lot of us have been ready for a long time, but now it has to get more on the local level. On the local levels, more in your communities. Let them know. People see me making these little chats, and sometimes they come and ask me what I'm doing. And I explain it to them. And some people start understanding certain things when I start saying, wasn't this going on a long time ago? Yeah, you know what, you're right. And wasn't this society? And haven't you in your lifetime heard this, or you heard that already? Yeah, you're right. Do you see what's going on around you? Do you see? You fighting for your life. So, like I said, if I could just touch one person to do better and be better to humanity, I don't know who that person might become on this planet, but at least I know I inspired them to do their godly mission and help save humanity. This is God's child. Let's start disrupting silence, and we all are God's child.